Heavy metal horns up, and welcome back once again to the First Listens, where we're doing a band called Inferi, or Inferi. I know we've mentioned him a bunch of times. We're doing this for Brian T, and something is tickling my mammary glands. That's telling me these guys might be a Christian metal band, but I don't know, and I don't want to tag anybody with anything that they're not. Inferi, but I know we've mentioned this band a lot, and we're doing this for Brian here. And it comes off the album Vile Genesis, and the song is From Exile to Exaltation. And I've never heard this band, and this is the kind of stuff I chomp at the bit to do. Songs that I've never heard. Well, that's what we're here to do, First Listens. So let's learn about the band Inferi, and then we're going to do the song. Sound good? Let's go. Inferi. 25,361 monthly listeners to the Spotify account. Top 5 songs. 2 of them come from the 2021 album Vile Genesis, where this song comes from. In the number 1 slot, you got the Promethean Kings. 629,000 plays. You got No Gods But Our Flesh. Maybe they're not Christian metal. I take that back. Don't say, just come on now. Leave me alone. 202,000 plays on that. Behold the Bearer of Light, 676,000 plays. Mesmeric Horror, 290,000 plays. And those who from the heaven, ... I'm going to go look it up here in this album, if I would have hit the button on the ... it would start the song. Those who from the heavens came. That's what that song in the 5th slot was. Now we're going to get into them albums and see how long this band has been around. It looks like they would have started around 2010-ish, because in 2011 they have an album called The End of an Era. 2014's The Path of Apotheosis. Revenant comes out in 2018. So 4 years between records. Then they put out a 2018 Revenant instrumental version. Then they put out The End of an Era Rebirth, 2019, so maybe that's a remix. And then they got the 2020 album Vile Genesis. That's where we're, maybe they're not, they're not Christian, okay, Shane? Because you don't say Vile Genesis, do you? Let's not get too wrapped up into, let's not get down in the weeds on this stuff. That's the album. So now we're going to look at related artists. This will hand stamp, notarize, and wax stamp and seal and send it off to your congressman. Other artists we might be interested in listening to. You got Weedard. You got First Fragments. I've heard some of that shit. It's pretty good. Nocturnal Depression. You got the Zenith Passage. We've mentioned them before on this channel. Alter Beast. We've done them. I know that. Isolation. You got, I can't say that. Ne Bellis. It's Nae apostrophe Blis. Make a change. ... Really? I gotta click it now and find out what the whole name of this band is. Make a change. ... Kill yourself. That's a crazy band name. Virvum. Virvum. Happy Days. I love these days are ours. Happy days. Trist. You got Anti, Anti. And that is the related artist for the band. Now we're going to get into that bio and see what they have to say for themselves. Hurry up, phone. Says something went wrong. And you got some dudes here. They're all in black t-shirts. They're all standing there. They look like they're in front of some kind of ramshackled house that's on maybe some kind of a trailer home or something, but it's on a trailer or something. It looks the door behind them, and they're saying, "Shane, come on in through this door where we can go ahead and attack you and take your wallet." No, they wouldn't do that. They say, "Shane, get in here. We've got a cooler full of beers, and we're going to have a damn good time." Inferi is an American technical melodic death metal band forged from the depths of Nashville, Tennessee. Upon their resurrection in 2011, like a phoenix from the ashes, the 2014 release of The Path of the Apotheosis spread like wildfire, gaining worldwide attention. The legendary flame was soon fueled by the thunderous firestorm of their 2018 entitled Revenant, featuring legends such as Trevor Strand, rest in peace, from Black Dahlia Murder, and the shred god James Malone from Arsis. Wow! Revenant landed at number 26 hard rock albums and number 28 on the Billboard's Heat Seeker charts, solidifying them as a household name in the underground technical death metal scene. This led them to embark on several tours across the world, with bands such as Rivers of Nihil. Oh, I love those guys. They are great. Arc Spire, we have done them on the first listens. Shadow of Intent, we have done them on the first listens. Sign of the Swarm, Brand of Sacrifice, we have done them on the first listens. Obscura, and more. So there you have that. That is the band. Now we're heading down to the Vile Genesis album, 2021, just released last year. When did they release that? September 10th. So it hasn't even been out a full year yet. 8 songs, 43 minutes. And we're going to the song From Exile to Exaltation. And we're going to do that right here, right now. For Brian, here we go. This is the magic titty, Brian. I give you a taste, I take a taste, we listen to the song. You ready to do it? Let's go for it now. Love the artwork for that record. The creepy demon guys. Wow. It's like the keyboards of the French horn. Wow, this is technically proficient, beautiful. Oh, I love that. I can hear just a little splash of Cradle of Filth in there. Is that terrible of me to say? But these guys are much more tight and technical. It's like there is no bleed over, no noise. This stuff is just like, when I hear bands like this, it's just so, this is like a symphony to me, when they're reading off sheets and stuff. These songs get me sweating like a horse pig, I'm telling you what. You know what's craziest? Low growly's got a good growly, and high-pitched growly's got a good growly. You're never going to hear these bands if you don't do them. Boy, this is Vile Genesis starting. The first couple of notes of that and the ride cymbal ting that it did there on that song Vile Genesis reminded me of Fire and God or whatever from Behemoth. Just for that split second, it was about 5 seconds there where I kind of went, ooh, that sounds like Behemoth. What did I say? Some guy said, he says Behemoth. It's Behemoth. Well, Behemoth, he calls it Behemoth. So, zip it on how I say things, okay? Yes, indeed, I would love for everyone to get in there and tell me about this band that knows about this band. Brian, one hell of a banger. Technical death metal is exactly what that is. And you notice that the guitars aren't so loud and noisy like the old school 90s death metal. It was loud and noisy and raw and... But when you're doing the technical death metal, you gotta hone that back so you can hear the technicality of all of that stuff. And they've done that very well. I'm going to go listen to that entire record, Vile Genesis, and see what that's all about, because that sounded pretty tasty. And it's just kind of an epic jam. And if you got that, then I bet the rest of the album is going to be the same way. But what say you? The most important part of my videos is where you get in the comments and tell me exactly what you think of it. You say, hold your ass, Shane. I've got a few things to say about that song I just listened to. Good, great, fantastic, Shane. I love this band, Inferi. Let me tell you everything that you do not know about this band. I'm going to give you a full dissertation, a full biography about this band. I'm going to feed you every bit of information that you need to know about them, because you really do need to know about them. What is your all-time favorite album from this band? Can you give me a review of the brand new record? Can you give me an idea of maybe some videos we can check out from this band? Have you ever seen them live? What was that experience like for you seeing this band live? They're from Nashville, Tennessee, aren't they? So I'm sure they're out and doing it. 2021, they're still banging them off. They're still going for it. Or you could say, not good, not great. Shane, that scared the tar out of me. I am not going to sleep for a week, thank you very much. You've ruined my entire day with that evil death metal. Is that what they call it, death metal? I mean, that's just cray. That's cray-cray. Like the kids call it, they say cray-cray. That's what that was. And it's just not my cup of tea. I don't want it, don't need it. I'm never going to listen to that again. I'm going to go ahead and erase that band name from my mind. And hopefully I won't look them up later on YouTube and rock out when I'm naked in my computer chair at home. All of that can be put in the comments below, don't you know? If you have a hard rock, heavy metal special request, you know what to do, everybody. Click one of them links in the description below. We'll get it on for you in your honor with thumbsy upsies, or you can put it in the comments. If you put it in the comments, just like Brian T, I see it, we haven't done it, and I like it, then I'm going to hit it with a heart and tell you I'm going to do your request, okay? That's all I got.